cheer, cheer, yeah, cheer, cheer, yeah, yeah, and it's the daily go get mism show. Pretty Tuesday. And it's going down in our way, and everything is gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. We keep the game tight, and everything is gonna go out smooth. And I'm got something to say and a whole hell of a lot to prove, but not just for the sake of proving, because we gonna do the thing and keep moving. And yo, tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show, we are talking about the sins of the favor. The sins of the favor. You know, things that you do for somebody, whether by gratuity or by request, that you know could actually cost you your freedom, cost you your salvation. You know, you ever help somebody and have to pray on it, like, yo, I probably shouldn't have helped them out with that shit, but I did, and I know that I'm gonna pay for it. Things is going on down, and I think I won't be around to see how the shit sound, and everything might not be all right, but that shit we did last night, but sometimes love will make you do things, friendship will make you do things, family you make you do things, people that you grew up around, the way we make you do things. So have you ever done a favor, or have you done favors that you know could get you in hot water? Like for example, you ever work at a job like in retail, and you was actually stealing from the job, you know, giving some of your friends a discount that wasn't supposed to be a discount. Like, yo, you only get 15% discount at your job, but you was giving out 45% to anybody who would come up to your job and buy something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you worked at a clothing store or something like that, candy store, maybe even a restaurant or something like that, and you giving out all these old big ass discounts, and that ain't your money, that ain't your food, that ain't your stuff. Well, that's the sins of the favor. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people actually ask you to do shit like that. Sometimes people actually ask you to do things like that. So we're going to talk about it, be about it, get into it, and get involved. These puzzle pieces right now we going to solve. Yeah. Count Chamber, let me favoritas all up in the place. And T carry right. Doing a thing. And it's good to see your face. And Stacy White, thanks for coming on through. You know how we do. Just like Robbie Ming too. Thanks for coming on through, y'all. Appreciate me some y'all. I cut my hand today bad, son. I cut my hand bad, so I gotta watch out. It was bleeding and whatnot. Ain't nothing worse than cutting your palm, because you gotta use that, and it's hard to bandage. It's hard to bandage, but it's gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Thank you. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily, the daily go get a mism show. We do this every single day, every day it rains, every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It is the Daily Go Get a Mism show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope that y'all are doing the same. What's going on, y'all? Pretty Petty Tuesday all up in the house. We are already on Tuesday. The work day is done for most of us. You know, shout out to people who work the swing shift, second shift. Shout out to people who work third. Well, for people who work third shift, it's already Wednesday for them. Bust that. Tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business show, we are talking about the sins of the favor. The things that you have done for somebody else's benefit that may have cost you your freedom. You may not have got locked up for it, but these are things that could have potentially put you behind bars. And you might have not done it just once. You may have done it once, twice, 3 times a favor. And you found me. You went out like a G. Yeah, there are some things that we might do for our friends or our families or our lovers or our spouses, for our children or whatever. And we do them probably with a good mind. Like, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm going to walk right in that courtroom and I'm going to put my right hand high for you. Right hand high for you. Lie for you. Lie for you. Right hand high for you. Lie for you. Lie for you. Right hand high for you. Lie for lie. You might do it if the situation calls for it. And I ain't mad at you. But we're going to talk about sins of the favor tonight. So we're going to talk about the things that you may have done as a favor for your peoples that wasn't really right. You know what I mean? You might not do these things for yourself or even request them to be done, but you'll do them for somebody else. Well, look at you. Well, what kind of altruism is this? Well, we gonna see now, won't we? We gonna see now, Sarge. Hey, we gonna see now, Sarge. I heard you doing favors. Well, I need me one too. And the DG show was on, and this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah. So what have you done? What have you done? Hold on. I gotta move this camera because I can't. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. No, I don't. You know what I gotta do? You know what I gotta do? Yeah, son. What I gotta do is I gotta pop this chair out so I can see. Yeah, move it over here. Yes, there you go. Now I can see. Yeah, baby. All right. So what have you done? What kind of favors have you done for your peoples before, back in the day, most recently, that you know could have put your freedom in jeopardy, put your reputation in jeopardy, put your salvation, the afterlife, baby. I'm talking about you got to see if God is going to forgive you for this thing that you did. I'm talking about God. You breaking all kinds of commandments. What's up with you? For example, we're going to start off a little. We're going to start off a little slow. We're going to work our way up. Let's say your peoples have not paid their car note on their ride. And so they need to hide their car in your garage. It's a favor. Now, that's not to say that you could get in trouble for hiding the car, because you're going to get in trouble with the bank. But let's up the ante a little bit. Let's say the car that you are hiding in your garage or storing in your storage space, and your automotive storage space for a friend or lover or family member, was used in the commission of a crime. Yeah. Maybe a hit and run. Not necessarily a hit and run as far as hitting a person, but maybe they hit somebody's car and they decided, I don't really feel like waiting for the cops or for the person whose car it is to come through and make this police report or this insurance report. So yeah, they hit a parked car. Maybe while they was drinking. Yeah, they hit a parked car while they was drinking. So good, generous, altruistic, and Johnny on the spot. You look at you. You are going to let them hide their dented up vehicle, smashed all in the front, You let them hide it in your garage. Now that's kind of criminal. That's kind of criminal. But your love for your peoples made you go and do it. You said, well, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes. They probably have insurance. You let them hide it in your garage. So here, what do we have here? We have a vehicle that's under repossession that has been used in a hit and run, and you stored it in your garage. Now, some of y'all may have done this, because this sounds like some shit that I would do as a favor. The sins of the favor, the sins of the favor, because you're the star of the story I always tell. Carol Chamberlain like that type shit. I know you like that song, Carol. I can see your lips moving. Because you're the star of the story I always tell. He waved, baby. He waved. So, yeah. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Have you ever done it? Help somebody out like that. You know, you had to store it in your garage or your storage space or whatever for a good minute until they got right. Until they were either ready to get the car fixed, painted, and all that kind of shit, because it might not have been safe to send the car out. You don't know who saw that car. Posing till closing. Carol says, I learned a long time ago, no favors done here that can come back and bite me. Been there and done that. Yeah, well, you know how you been, you know why, you know how you learn, because you've been there and done that, right? And so if you've been there and done that before, I bet you will be there and do that again. Maybe not the same favors, but around in favors in the same ilk. They the same ilky ass favors. They smooth as ilk. Robbie Ming says, it's certain favors to do for people. I'm not going to do nothing that's going to put me in jail for no one. Yeah, because you know that you're going to get away with it. You know that you're going to get away with it. Let's do another scenario. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Well, a friend of yours, a more than close acquaintance of yours, had to handle their business with a little something. I don't know. Let's say they had to handle their business with somebody who either put their hands on their mom or put their hands on their child. Whatever kind of hands you want. It could be violent hands or it could be sexual hands. But they put it either on their mom or their child. Well, they had to go handle their business about that. And they handled their business. They really, really handled their business. I'm not saying that they murked them, killed them. I'm not saying that they killed them. I'm not saying that they crippled them. But they definitely put their stamp on them in their handling. They packaged and handled. Shipping and they shipped and handled that situation. Well, they might have to lay low for a little while. Now, the cops ain't on the scene, but you agree with what they did. Like, yeah, well, given the same situation, I probably would do it myself. So this is what I'm going to do. I know you either need to leave town for a while, so I'm going to give you the money to leave town for a while. Now, I ain't going to drive you out of town, but then again, I might. You said because the cops ain't even on this shit right now. But listen, I'm going to make the funds available for you to lay low, get underground. Some of y'all might even let them hide out in the basement for a while to see if the coast was clear. You know, watch the news that night to see if there's been any reports of what happened. So, sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. I mean, I wouldn't normally do this in any other situation, but no child deserves to be touched in that manner. And if it was my baby, I would have did the same thing. So this is what we're gonna do. What the guan do? What the guan do? Yeah, I'm gonna make some funds available for you to get out of the way for a little while. Or maybe you've made arrangements for them to get out of the way for a little while. Like, not a big thing, right? Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. This favor, you might feel like, I don't think God gonna be mad at me for this one. Now, you don't know how God feels about his children. The abusive and the pedophile children. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. But we know about this world. And in this world, abusers and pedophiles and sexual abusers, well, they gotta learn. They gotta learn the hard way. Carol says, I bet I won't. Almost cost me big time. Okay. Yeah, but you ain't talking about this here scenario. I want to hear your thoughts about this here scenario. I want to hear your thoughts about this here scenario. Make sure that y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, and we are talking about the sins of the favor with your man, Son 752, aka Omar, with the sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. I'ma do this one solid. I gotta do it. Yeah, I'ma do you this one favor. I gotta do it. You're like my nigga. I gotta come on through for you. I just got something that I got to do. I wouldn't normally do this for no one else, but now I'm going for self. I'm going to make sure that you are held down like an anchor, and I'm going to bank you. Make sure that you get away. You won't suffer, no, not today. Hey, I will testify. Get on the stage right. Raise my right hand a lie. I am the one that's going to hold you down. Everything is going to be y'all right. They won't clown. Because some of them don't understand that you are the type of man that will stand on 10 toes, and those who don't oppose. You don't understand. This is more than just clothes. Okay. My man Tone Starks. Tone Starks is all up in the house. How you feeling, my man? Iron Man. Iron Man is all up in the house. How you feeling, my dude? But yeah, the sins of the favor. I got more. You ever help somebody cheat on their spouse? You ever help somebody cheat on their man or their woman? Don't lie. Most of us have done that. Look, y'all women, some of y'all have done it for y'all sons. Like, well, yeah. I know that this is his girlfriend, but he messed around with this one. So the favor that you may have done, mom, Just act like you don't know the other one. Lying by omission. It's a favor. Because you could be the type of mom that starts running it. This ain't your girl. Your girl is blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that nope, you ain't doing that. You might pull your young man's to the side like, yo, you know that's wrong. That girl really love you. And you messing around with this one. Or some of y'all moms just be like, well, he young. He doing what he do. He young. I mean, I ain't gonna tell him to, be all tied down, strapped down. He got to get some things out of his system. So it is what it is. I was young too. Oh, so you ain't never let your cousin come over your crib and use the guest room? Okay. Your favorite cousin that wouldn't have been married for 7 years. Use your guest room. Oh, they just in there talking. They just talking. Carol Chamberlain says, anything that can cause someone pain, I can't co-sign for that. You ain't harming no one and expecting me to sign for you. Straight facts right here. Okay. Okay. Tony back in jail. Facebook jail. I saw what you got banged for too. Well, the one in the group, I saw what you got banged for. I don't know about nothing. I don't know about nothing. The sins of the favor. If y'all would like to call into the show, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said 319-527-6199. Yes. 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. Daily Go Get 'Emism show the sins of the favor. The sins of the favor. Those favors that you've done for people that might get you in trouble with the law, get you in trouble with a spouse, get you in trouble with God. Lord Almighty, God. Y'all ain't gonna tell me that y'all haven't done any ungodly sins out there. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Don't call it a lack of faith in human nature, but what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to intimate is, well, what I'm putting y'all on about is this. There's just some things that God might not like in your eyes, but you figure you could pray it off. Like my old head always says, yo, you can just go ahead and pray that off, man. We all right. Go ahead and pray it off. We good, my nigga. We good. We GOOD. Don't start says my tooth hurt, and I'm thinking about calling just to freestyle off Omar beats. Please do. You know what I'm saying? Please do. But the only thing is, we gotta make sure there's no delay. I can't be like, yeah. And this is what we got to do. Yeah. This is what we got to do. You just keep on going on like a backpack rapper. You know what I'm saying? Just spitting a whole bunch of lyrics and words and shit, but no real substance. Can't put no beats in none of that shit, man. I mean, you rhyming and it got a lot of, positivity and substance and consciousness in it. But don't nobody want to hear that shit y'all backpack rapper ass niggas talking about. Y'all just be spitting. Like Nas back in the bad beat days. Nas still in the bad beat days. So you just think you can do anything over any old beat? Yeah, you think you can do anything over on your old beat? And I take a seat. Yeah, and plus I bust and I come back and then and gotta trust. And I'm gonna tell you something else, y'all. I got it going on. Yeah, and we ball. But I ain't out there balling and selling none of that poison to none of my children. But I'm doing what I gotta do, and the niggas who don't understand what the circumference is when I'm willing. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Yeah. So what we got? Hiding a car that may have been used in a crime. Hiding basically aiding and abetting a fugitive to be. Dude went and handled his business with somebody that put their hands on his mom's or on his child. Then you got T. Carey Wright over here letting people, letting her cousin, smash her. Have a little rendezvous in her guest room with a married ass. Yeah, they just had a little rendezvous. For old time's sake, rock me tonight. For old time's sake, rock me, baby. Mm-hmm. Next Thanksgiving, y'all over the crib with your cousin and her spouse. Like you like that shit happened a long time ago. Yeah, I used to let her come over the crib and have a little rendezvous with her ex or her little boo thing at work. But that was back in the day. It's Thanksgiving 2021. Like, yeah, you let them come over on Halloween 2021. So 3 weeks ago, all right, maybe 4, maybe 2, 3.5, 3 and a possible 3 weeks ago, you let them come through and smash in your guest room. And you figured that it was all right as long as they washed the seats. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. Carol Timberland says, or just hide the body if you going to do all of that. Yeah, well. Yeah, Halloween, Carol. They smashed Halloween, but now they both taking off the mask and everything is all right. Everything is going to be all right. Thank you. Sins of the favor. Sins of the favor can get you in trouble with the law, get you in trouble with God, get you in trouble with somebody's boyfriend, girlfriend, ex, current spouse. The sins of the favor. Man, listen. Let me tell y'all something, man. I worked at a popular clothing store in Philadelphia back in the day. Sins of the Favor. And on the headquarters of this popular clothing store, because they had a chain, they had a number of locations in the city and outside the city. Anyway, at the headquarters of this popular, very, very popular clothing store, an urban clothing store, in fact. Well, this clothing store was right next door to a pizza shop. Very good pizza, I might add. And so in the basement of this pizza shop and clothing store, there was a cinder block that separated the two properties. So this is how it allegedly happened. Allegedly, the pizza store cats would remove the cinder block where the people who worked in the basement, where all of the stock of the clothes were in the clothing, this popular urban clothing store, they would stuff all kinds of acid wash jeans, sweatshirts, Adidas, whatever. They had that shit, that fly shit. So they would be leaving out of the pizza shop with trash bags full of clothes. Sins of the Favor. So what would happen was, the pizza shop boys would receive the clothing, and then they would break down everything when all was said and done. Well, one time shit ain't go right. One of the pizza shop boys got real greedy, and he received the merchandise through the cinder block, the hole that connected both of the basements together where the stock was, where the inventory was. And he took all of the clothing, and he left. And his thing was, yeah, all right, I took the stuff. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Tell your boss you gave it to me? And the answer is no. The pizza shop boys was kind of tough. The stock boys weren't. Plus, they was in a peculiar position. Would they look? Even if they went around the way and fucked the boy up, he'd come back and be like, "Listen, man, that cinder block down in the basement. People been stealing. Now it wasn't me, but yeah, people been stealing. Y'all need to get with that cinder block, and y'all need to fire everybody that worked down in that basement because they all in on it." Checkmate. Sins of the Favor. Sins of the Favor. Now, yeah, they definitely put their job on the line. The pizza shop boys' jobs wasn't on the line. They boss ain't give a shit. They ain't give a shit about this popular urban clothing store losing they merchandise, they inventory over my boys that are in the basement. They was down there getting pizza boxes. I don't know how they came up with these clothes. So okay. Calvin says, and pray tell, what was your role in this? I didn't work at that store. This is all speculation. I never worked in that store. And I don't steal. I ain't gonna lie. Even if I did steal, I would have never had the balls to steal there. They was taking a lot of shit. Leather jackets and all. I'm like, yo, man, y'all don't think that this is gonna... They ain't give a If I stole back then, I would have been playing small ball. Somebody like me would have stole something that I could pay for. They was going for the sales. They was making money. This wasn't gear that they was using for themselves. They got fly too, but they couldn't wear the shit that they were stealing. Not at work. Not at work. But they had a system and a racket going on. Sins of the favor. They was real mad at that boy. He was a fat boy too. He took their shit. He just took their take for that week or whatever, because they wouldn't do it every day. Man, the stories that I hear, I could tell you from what I've heard. Emily Dunlap in the house and said it. Emily, what's going on, Emily? Emmy's all up in the house. Well, damn. Robbie Ming says, my cousin is on the run now because he helped his friend leave Philly for killing a person. Yeah. Carol says, but you know somebody that did it. That did, yeah. A lot of people. There were like 4 people. Yo, it was crazy, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I remember thinking to myself, like, I'm working up at my store. I worked by myself. I ain't had nobody to pull off no shit like that. But they shit was crazy. Yeah, and we had to start without you because you late as hell. You late as hell. Damn, Rob told me something. Carol, my cousin is hiding in North Philly. That ain't nowhere to hide. He hiding in plain sight. I know, right? Carol says my moderators are late. Yeah, yes, they are. What the hell? My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? But yeah, man, the sins of the favor. Sins of the favor. You know, it starts off innocently enough. Your brother or your sister maybe used to steal the car, go out joyriding. You ain't tell. You knew what was going on. You ain't tell. Sins of the favor. Sometimes the favor is not actually helping. Sometimes the favor is just not telling. Please don't tell. Please don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Please don't tell. Please don't tell. Don't tell. Don't. Please don't tell. Please don't tell. Please don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Yo, I ain't saying. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't. Yo, you know what I'm talking about? Shit is. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. I would never snitch. Yo, don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Yo, for real. I'm 100 to the day. Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. For real. You can trust me, baby. No, don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. You can worry. Yo, I got on like don't tell. 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 Sometimes the favor is just keeping your goddamn mouth shut, because you know what damage can be done by telling. Hey, you know, I saw an interesting video. Speaking of telling, speaking of sins of the favor, I saw an interesting video. I don't know if y'all know. Tone, you might know. Do you remember the boy, the rapper Tommy Hill? Tommy Hill, he used to be in the leader of the Ram Squad, the Philly-based rap group Ram Squad, Random Access Money. Richard Allen Mob, that's what it stood for. Richard Allen Mob. Richard Allen Projects is a housing projects in Philly. Rather notorious back in the day. You know, they kind of cleaned up the act, kind of, you know, it ain't squeaky, but it's a little better. But back in the day, Richard Allen, it wasn't even high-rise projects. This was low-rise, you know, little homes and shit, but that shit was great. That shit was great. That shit was off the chain. Well, anyway, Tommy Hill got killed in 2011. No, Tommy Hill got killed in like 2012. Yeah. 2012. Yeah. Around 2012. He was murdered. And people say it was a hit. But they were saying how he was a snitch. And I saw an interview with him. I was watching it yesterday and this morning. And he was telling his side of the story. And it's funny because both sides of the story, where they calling him, the part where they calling him a rat, that made sense. And the way Tommy broke it down, that made sense too. It's kind of crazy. Bottom line is, your mouth will get you in a lot of trouble. It can make and break. It can make and break deals. It can make and break people's careers. It can make or break people's reputations. You know, so sometimes you just keeping your mouth shut, not blowing up the spot, not saying what you saw, what you know, what you heard, what you understand. Sometimes that's the biggest favor that you can give or ask for from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know who broke the lamp, then nobody get the ass whooped. If nobody know who pulled the fire alarm, nobody get in trouble. Nobody going to get suspended if nobody know who did it. Yo, nobody know, nobody seen, nobody knows, nobody understand. It's clean up. Everybody is all right. Nobody's going down. Ow. So, by the way, if y'all want to speak on the show, if you call into the show, 319-527-6199. If you want to speak, you have to press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. Other than that, I figured that you're just listening to this show, and I hope that you're enjoying it while doing so. So. And yeah, tell me what you know. Oh. All right. I see that we have a call on the line. Caller with the last number is 9417. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind? Thank you for holding. What's good?
Yeah.
What's going on? How you feeling?
Hey, man, my God. I'm chilling, man.
Okay. All right. What's on your dome? What's on your top tonight?
Yeah, my guy. The guy Tommy Hill. That the name sounds familiar, but it doesn't really ring a bell. You know, when something sounds familiar, but you need to know the backstory of it. Was it back in the 70s?
Ram Squad was a rap group. They had it popping in the late 90s, early 2000s. So they had a song called "There's Nothing But Ballers Up in Here, There's Nothing But Dough Stacks Up in Here." Pretty popular song, and they also had a song called "The Dough Stacks." That first album they had was pretty dope, pretty hot.
Man, I thought you were talking about this gangster that I heard about like back in the day. My father just told me the other day that he's part of a gang called the Black Spades.
Oh yeah, I heard of Black Spades.
Yeah,
I heard of Black Spades.
Documentary on that shit, man.
Yeah, but this cat, Tommy Hill, you know, he was a hustler. You know what I mean? He was getting money. and he claimed to have had ties with the JBM that was in Philly, Junior Black Mafia. Which yeah, if you ever saw the movie State Property, that was supposed to be like a little. It was supposed to be based on Junior Black Mafia, but they kind of made a mockery of it. You know what I mean? They dumbed it down like it wasn't really as serious as it was. It was serious.
It was watered down.
Yeah, they was getting money. Yeah, they was getting real.
Yeah, that's like BMX. You know.
Yeah, definitely like BMF.
And I think they playing FD50 is going to do a show about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that shit out too, man.
Yeah. So,
other than that, the sins, you know, I believe we all sin. It's just that some of the cases we don't even know it. I sin big time, you know, and some sins are for the best. Like, you're going to get revenge on somebody, you know, you're going to do what's right.
Mm-hmm.
For example, somebody messaged your little sister or a member of the family and, you know, just disrespected them. They got to get those hands, man.
Yep.
Now, if they live after that, then, you know, that's good. But if, you know, they no longer breathing, who gives a fuck? They should never have crossed that line for you to cause that sin.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Sometimes you need money in your pockets, you know, your bank account is low, rent is due. You got to hit up that bank, you know? You know, some sins are really called for.
Well, you know, well, the sins of the favor that we're talking about is when it may not have been you who did it, but it's you who they leaned on, who they confided in, and you may have helped after the fact. You might have become an accessory after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do it, but he showed you where the body was, and you was like, all right, we need to move this thing. I wouldn't normally do this. You know what I mean? So you became
at the end of the day, son, you know, I've seen bodies before and I ain't even shit. You ain't gonna have my DNA out this motherfucker and the cops knocking at my door. You know, they already got my DNA since the last time I got locked up. You know, they took hair samples, saliva, blood samples, they took every piece of little DNA from me. So I had to stay out of trouble. But when they put me on parole, you know, long story short, I'm staying out of trouble.
I hear that.
So don't put me near nobody. Don't give me no gun that's already been fired because I don't want that residue on me. You know what I mean?
Well, so, you may have committed some sins of the favor before you ever got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of things that we did or ways we may have held it down when we were younger are a lot different than what they might be now. You know, we had to learn from those mistakes. We had to learn about what loyalty was and why it doesn't apply to all situations for everybody. But that's a lesson to learn. In the meantime, you might have been hiding the product.
I can dig it. One of my sins will be like something like sensual, you know, because I've done banged up some women that I shouldn't have touched, you know, and, you know, I knew what I was doing. But hey, you know, fuck it, you know, I'm not gonna turn down a big ass in front of me.
Yeah, but we talking about the sins of the favor. So, you know, regardless of
It was in my favor, I can tell you that.
Huh?
It was in my favor.
I hear that. But do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, we're not talking we're not talking about the things that you've done for yourself. We're talking about the things that you've done for somebody else that may have really pushed the envelope or crossed the line of decency, of like you may have put your freedom, your reputation, or your salvation on the line. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's on a daily basis, depending on who you keep around you. You know, because if you're hanging around a bunch of thugs and gangsters, somebody's going to want something or need something from you that's going to cost you your freedom, mainly your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause I used to know with some people that was like that. It's like, yo, hold this pack for me. Yo, hide this gun for me. Or help me do something with this,
Exactly.
whatever the case is, so on and so forth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, now if I turn that industry down, that's going to make me look at something more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to put me in the category as a pussy or a punk or some shit. So I
Mm-hmm.
got to man up and say, yeah, you are my boy, you are my homie, you are my ace. And I got to be there knowing that they ain't going to, if the tables is turned, you ain't going to be there for me. But once that time comes and I get locked up, you're not going to send me no fucking problems for me, nigga. You're not going to send me a fight. I did all this shit for you to keep you, you know, to help you out.
Now,
so, yeah,
now you get exactly what what I'm
careful.
talking about. Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you keep around your circle. My circle is so tight, it's just a dot. You
I
know,
hear you.
I'd rather have a nerd, some geeks, and some gamer heads around me than some like myself because I know they ain't gonna ask me to do nothing that's gonna, you know, jeopardize me.
Well,
I want
shoot.
my freedom, man.
Yeah, but the nerds nowadays are the ones coming up with the new strains of the weed. The nerds back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like the nerds now, they helping the crimes out. They the ones making the product more potent. These new nerds, they different. They different. They not the same old. These not the same old nerds. But my point is, I think you understand exactly what I was talking. I'm talking about because I was going to ask you, like, you ain't never hold a pack for nobody. You ain't never toss a weapon. You ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, you scratch off a serial number or something like that. It happens.
Projects at home, man. I'm in Harlem, New York, baby. You know, that's what we do out here. You know, if you ride or you die, either way, you got to do it. You got to do it, baby. You know, that's the way we rolled up. I can't help it. It's like you might not have a physical gun to your head, but you still feel like you got a gun to your head if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Shoot. You know, you hiding a gun for somebody. I mean, that's not to say that the gun definitely has bodies on it. It may not have no bodies on it, but it may not be.
I mean, that's the easy part.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It could be a situation where you was hiding a gun for somebody because you know that they were going to use it for a certain purpose in the future. So you did them that solid, you did them that favor by holding that gun because maybe wherever they were, they couldn't keep it where they stay or wherever they go. So you held that. And even after it was decided that they wasn't gonna do nothing, or they told you, listen, I need you to get rid of that burner, you know, get rid of that still, you know, like I need you to, whatever you gotta do to get rid of it. And you might have been like, but this shit got the pearl handle on it.
Oh yeah. My boy back in the days in Brooklyn, my nigga Black, you know, he had shotguns and 9s and 22s. One day he was like, yo, Aunt, I need for you to hold this for me, man. So me being young at that age, I was like, you know, you're my boy. You know, he's like an older big brother to me. You know, I looked up to him, so I was like, all right, cool, you know, hold it. So I didn't keep it in the house. You know, I kept it somewhere. It was like a vacant lot that nobody went into. You know, and I only went in there to, you know, play with my dogs. You know, for the going around and whatever. So nobody would go in there and look for it. It wasn't building no houses in there at all anytime soon. So whenever you needed that piece, I was like, yo, go in the vacant lot. I hit it here specifically, you can find it. You know, so whenever I hold the piece, I make sure I got on some gloves or something.
Yeah.
You know, that's that. So I don't mind holding that, but when it comes down to something that's really serious that you get a date with, like, yo, man, this shit better be worth it. Because if something happens to me, you better have my back. I want some commissary money, son.
Most definitely. But these are situations. These are situations where you may have had to make that decision, whether you had to make the decision fast or whether you had time to think about it, but it still wasn't all well thought out. sometimes you can think out of you can have time to think about a situation, but it's still not that well thought out because there might be a lot of things going on in your mind at the time that could stop you from really processing the situation at the to the extent where you really arrive at the right conclusion or the decision.
Yeah, it's difficult to turn away.
Yep. Especially when it's a family member or like somebody that you love, somebody that you care about. You know what I mean? It ain't always it's easy to say after you have been burned or whatever, like I ain't never doing that no more. But when you coming up and your feelings of loyalty are in one place versus another place, you might make a move, you might take a chance. And a lot of times it might, 9 times out of 10, it might work out right. But that one time is the bowling pin that strikes out, that strikes. You know what I mean? Where you was bowling mad splits before, it was all good.
Yeah, man. When it's family, like here's the real story. And you can go Google and YouTube this motherfucker. My uncle, he had just came home like a while back. And I knew he was going to get locked back up again. He comes to the house and he tells me, yo, it's these little kids that just keep fucking with me, man. They keep trying to jump me and mess with me. I'm like, nigga, you're a grown ass man. Way older than me. You shouldn't be hanging around with little kids. When like playing basketball or nothing. You just got in, you got to come out, do your thing. Don't worry about that. If anything, you come to me. Now, at that time, he was living out there in Long Island. I told him, just come to me. I'll handle that for you. You want to keep your thing clean.
Right.
So this is like weeks before he did the dumbest shit that he could fucking do. This dude wound up getting locked up again because he took a fucking machete and cut some kid head off. So it was on the news, and I'm looking at the news. Somebody told me like your aunt, he's like, yo, Tom, check out the news. He's like, yo, check out the what? He's like, yo, your uncle got locked up again. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, son. I looked at the news. I looked on YouTube or Google, whatever the fuck I looked at, and come to find out he cut the wrong person. Now, I spoke to somebody because I know people here and there and everywhere, and the lady that lived across the street from where the accident happened had told me that he was rolling dice with these dudes. He lost the game and he tried to get money back, and so they beat him up. He left and came back with a machete. But by the time he came back, the dudes that beat him up had left. So he struck an innocent kid with a machete, chopped his head straight off. So I'm like, yo, son, you can't, it's not an accident, Kerry. It wasn't an accident. He knew what he was doing. You chopped the kid's head straight off. Now, I'm watching the report. His father on the TV screen crying his ass off. I'm like, I know this guy. Like I said, I know people that know people. I could have handled your problem before you kept your hands clean with us. You decided to do something stupid. Everybody knows you. They know where you live. You have nowhere to hide after you done that. But this is what you get. Now, if he would have done that close near me and nobody knew him, and he would have shot him or did some dirt and came back and gave me the weapon and said, yo, can you hold this down for me? I wouldn't say yeah, because I don't want to see you locked up again. But it's just the stupid ass thing that people do. Now, if you're going to do something like that, I'm not going to hold you down. If you just one of my people, then I'm not going to hold you down. Your family, then you're fine.
Right.
Because, family comes first. So that question, the sins of a favor is very difficult to answer because if you are people and you do something that extreme, I'm not going to be able to hold you down, son. And I'm not going down with you. I'm not going to be an accessory to what else you've done.
I understand.
But if it's family, then yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so being that my uncle, he took some type of animosity towards me, he says, I don't know when, I gotta say, I gotta turn the other cheek on him. But you're still family. You're your family, you're a relative. It doesn't mean that I love you. I can love you like you or like you and not love you. It's either or. You gotta pick, and he's just somebody that I don't love and I hardly like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you pretty much summed up everything that we was talking about today. I knew you was gonna get there, but that's how it goes. When you start talking about the sins of the favor, you're talking about the things that you might do in the name of love, in the name of loyalty, in the name of friendship, in the name of marriage, in the name of a lot of things, dealing with unity. There may be times when you might look the other way. There may be times when you might actually jump in there and facilitate. But those are the sins of the favor. You know what I mean? You are participating. You are aiding and abetting. You are sometimes for this time, you've made it right. Because you like,
Yeah.
nah, I wouldn't normally do this. But for my love, I'm going to do it. And I might do it more than once.
Definitely.
But you look back on that shit, it's like, yo, man, I'm just tripping. Yo, we could have all got banged.
Yeah, you don't want to land the hindsight and shit, Like, I saw him in prison one time. He was upstate in Greenville. I visited him one time when he was out there. And I tell you, man, I don't want to. I've been in jail. I've been a writer. Yeah. I've been to the bullpen and all that shit. But prison itself, nah, I'm not going in. Fuck that. I want to get locked up and be some bad man's boyfriend. I'm a handsome motherfucker over here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Yeah. I don't know. Them niggas is brown like it's shit. So I'm like, nah, man. I love my freedom too much. Ain't much of it, but, I just can't do it. Nah, man. But that's a very strong subject, because before you do something, you got to hindsight right now. You got to think, what are the possibilities of something happening? What are you going to do? How important it is to help this individual.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know one dude that I'm wholly cool with. He wanted me to hold a gun for him. I said, get the fuck out of here. I ain't holding shit for you. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to hold a stack of newspapers that you're handing out. Man, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not holding nothing. I mean, you're a friend of my friend, so you're not even hardly associate. You're not cool people. I won't even hold the weed that you're passing to me. Now I don't want it. So for me to do sins of a favor for somebody, nigga, look at here, man. We really got to be really cool with each other, man. But that's difficult to do, B. But normally when it's something in that nature, it has to do with something it being illegal, against the law, unless it's something like a cheating, like, hey, I'm gonna bang up this nigga wife, don't tell nobody, whatever,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That happens. Let me ask you this. And if this is too personal, I mean, pardon me. Like back in the day,
mm-hmm.
you got girl cousins, right?
Yeah.
Would you, if your boy wanted to hook up with your girl cousins, would you put him on?
Nah, I'm gonna be able to do that because I know them and I know what they all about. And if anything got serious between them, I'm like, now this motherfucker gotta be family.
Exactly.
I don't want him as my family. I only want him as my friend. I'm like, come on, man. Like, if you see how he acts towards other women, imagine him acting like that towards your family members. Like, man, that's when you cross the line. You know, so that's the automatic. No, there's only one person that actually got close, and my nigga Black, he got close to my older sister. You know, and I always saw him as like an older brother. So I was like, whatever they do is their business. I'm too young to be interfering. With a relationship, and I'm more about comic books and video games. They're on a different level
Mm-hmm.
for me. You know, so whatever happened between them just happened between them. For anybody else, you ain't touching my family. You know, it's just that simple. I can't see it happening. How you doing, Barbara, Emily, Sharon, Robin? It,
Yeah, no, I understand. I do. But there have been plenty of situations where dude might have hooked his man up with his cousin, and they might have been kind of young at the time. We talking about like when you was 13, 14, 15 years old. And then let's say she wind up getting pregnant by the boy. So now it's like, that's a favor that you did. It ain't your fault that they did what they did, but you're probably going to be feeling that in your mind, like, yo, yeah, I kind of feel like I kind of played a part in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of
yeah,
ill.
man.
Because you might have let them use your spot. Mom wasn't home or something like that. And you ain't know you ain't know they was going to do that, but they did. You know what I mean? Like, I thought y'all was just gonna be kissing and grinding. I ain't know you was gonna pull the panties to the side.
That's a different type of grind, man.
Oh, that's real grinding. That's
that cheap sweat grinding, baby.
Man, that's my word. Let me see.
I can't see myself being a part of one of my people's family. I don't want them part of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So that answer will always be no. Definitely when I know the individual very well. There's one dude never has no money, always borrowing, got his hand out. I began to do the date one of my, family members, and they always got to treat your ass out. You're a grown ass man. Won't you go buy some flowers? Shit, are you that damn cheap that you can't even pick up flowers from the damn garden? Just do something. Buy a jug of water or something. Buy something. Do something. Present something. Put something on the table. If you can't put nothing on the table, at least wash the table after you eat. Do something. And some people are just useless. And they have nothing to offer.
You there, Vicky?
And that's why.
Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. Hold on, Tone.
Uh,
We have Vicky Brown on the Instagram side. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Feeling like a real man should.
I know that's right. How you doing, sweetie, on the other end?
She saying hi to you, Tone.
Hey, how you doing, Shirley?
Hi, Tone. I came up late, but I was hearing the whole conversation.
All right, so what you got to add to this conversation?
Well,
It's never too late. You always on time, baby.
But I was my understanding is like there's a whole lot of anger out here in this world, and then from my understanding, when you was like when people do things, and then back in the day, how you was back in the day, and everybody want retaliation, but at the same time, it's the same cycle. It's the same cycle that's gonna keep repeating itself, but if don't nobody stop the cycle, it's gonna keep going on. Like I done had so many things happen to my family members that got killed and God wanted revenge. Don't y'all know my daughter got shot up 3 times? They shot my daughter up in her head. All this. Let me tell you something. Don't you know how bad I wanted to go out there and get that person? I went out there and just wallowed out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same cycle. Like I said, for my daughter and my mom, I will. But for a nigga out on the street, no. Because ain't nobody going to take that loss but you. And especially when you got kids to think about here in this world. Ain't nobody got no loyalty. to you, sweetie. I'm gonna try to tell you.
That's true. It can be true.
Who's gonna hold this for that person? Hold that shit. Who gonna hold shit for you?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna hold shit for your mom? Who gonna hold shit for your kids?
All right.
Ain't nobody gonna come to that prison. Ain't you gonna be doing life for to hold something? You talking about a body? Oh, it might be clean. It might not be clean on a gun. Ain't nobody taking that damn chance. Let me tell you something. One thing they talk about some snitches get stitches. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing life for no motherfucking body unless it's for my daughter and my mom.
Okay.
Ain't nobody
That's
got no
right.
damn loyalties in this damn street, sweetie. I understand you went through what you went through, but listen, I've been there, done that, okay? 50 years old, my daughter be 34, September the 22nd. Everybody goes through things, but it's time to make a difference. It's time to make a change. That cycle gonna keep repeating itself because everybody want revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's nothing going to change. And we on our last days, I'm trying to tell y'all, since when we get damn tornadoes in Philly, that's too close to damn home. God angry. I don't like to get on the terms about God or whatever, but guess what? Everybody needs to stay prayed up, and I'm talking because I got a lot of anger in me. Everybody has a lot of anger in them. Okay? I done lost all my aunts and my sisters and lost all their first fucking born. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember.
And my grandma was like, this is a curse on my family. That took me back in the damn days of fucking what's that fucking disease, the one that everybody first born fucking son did. All my sisters, all like fucking firstborn sons, they only fucking son. All of us fucking killed. Year after fucking year. We didn't even get time to fucking process or re-roll the next one. Then my nephew fucking died in my fucking arms and my mama. I'm tired of fucking revenge. And I'm so angry. Everybody is angry. When we gonna stop this cycle? No matter how old my daughter get, she went to my mom, I'm grown. No, I'm going to check on you every fucking day. Like I said, keep your kids close. Because if you ain't got your kids close, get them before the streets get them. Get them before somebody else fucking get them. Okay?
Yeah. So.
I apologize, but I was scared and I be holding a lot of things and you'll never see me cry. I don't be posting on Facebook and no nothing. And I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Now my nephew got shot up in fucking my mom's house. Now he's paralyzed. Everybody just fucking dying. And I'm tired of everybody blaming fucking everybody. Take responsibility for your own shit. Take responsibility for your own fucking kids. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kids can be rebelling and shit like teenagers do. That's what they do. But these time of days, you gotta hold your kids. Don't let your kids control you. Don't be your fucking kid's friend. Okay? You can be a friend and be here and listen to them at all times. And listen to your kids. Alright?
I hear you.
Listen, if dad's not there, listen, mom's gotta be there. I don't care who's there. Somebody needs to be there. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's all I'm here. I mean to get all emotional, but I've been through this and I don't never care. I'm just tired.
Nah, I got you. I'm on your side. And you listen, first of all, I want to say that I just want to say that I remember when your son got killed, and I felt real bad about that. So I mean, no, I'm talking about a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I felt your pain back then, and I still do. So I want to say, my deepest condolences to you and your family, and for the rest of the tragedies that y'all have been forced to endure. You know what I mean? I know that the pain of that is beyond the measure of what most people could ever understand. But Um, I hope that you're coming along as well as you possibly can, and I hope that you're getting some grief counseling and stuff like that, huh?
I'll stay out the way, Tone. I'm gonna pray for you, sweetie. It was nice meeting you. But go ahead. Oh, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying I hope that that you're getting some type of help, because when you go through a tragedy like that, and you go through multiple tragedies like that, it can start to weigh on you way too heavy than most people could probably carry. But it's important that you know that not only are you not the only one that is experiencing that, but you don't have to be alone. You don't have to be lonely in your grief or in your experience. There are people out there who may not have been through the seriousness or the frequency that you have been through, but they can still help. And getting a little bit of help for what you're going through is always a good thing. It's better to try to get,
And this is my first time ever really, yeah. Well, not the first time, but everybody keeps telling me to talk to somebody, but I already know. It's just like, yeah, my cousin called me, like, we talk, because that's the same thing I'm talking about. Like, my cousin Man, he died in her arms, and then my little cousin just got killed a couple of months ago. I don't know if y'all seen it on the news. My cousin Renee, she was only 21 years old. And it was 3 females and another male that shot her up in her stomach. It was on the news. Just happened 2 months ago.
Okay.
So then now they got one of the girls. And they only fucking 20. They fucking kid.
Yeah.
My cousin was like my little cousin. She only 21. Renee. She only 21, and she got into an altercation, fighting the girl. The girl come back with 3 girls in the car and a guy, and they shot my little cousin up all on her stomach. So.
Yeah.
They got one of the girls. It was all in the news. They got one of the girls. They got a video of all of them. They got their face, everything. So they got one of the girls. The trial was not the trial. The hearing was last Tuesday, but they postponed it. And she looking at life, so she gonna give up the rest of the 3 other people.
Right.
You're only 20 years old.
And
these are kids. These is fucking kids. They get these guns. Wait, where they get the guns from?
Man, they get them. They get them.
They want to kill all the black on black crime. They feed them right into this fucking hands of the fucking white people. Where the guns coming from? How they getting them? Okay?
Government.
Ain't no way in the world you want to keep putting these guns in black neighborhoods the same way when they came out with fucking crack. Now the heroin, now the fucking pills, now they're hitting the fuck home because now the whiteys all crack the fuck out, heroin the fuck out. Now y'all want to talk about fucking putting them in rehabs. Where's the fucking rehabs at when black people needed it?
Yeah.
Now y'all want to actually sit there and make sites for these forgive me, Lord. Y'all now want to make sites for people that get high. Here. It's like a safe place for you to get high. Who wants to go walk past and see that child seeing people just pass? Listen.
Yo, it look bad out there.
Don't make no sense.
It don't.
Listen, that's why they used to want me to run for office. I don't like to talk about politics. I don't like to talk about the Lord. Because when I do, I go deep in. And another thing. Should nobody be homeless or hungry? Let me tell you something. Money is printed up every day. It ain't like it's a damn stock like you got a bad season of fucking, excuse my language. It ain't like you got a bad season where your grapes don't grow and shit like we out of food. You print money up every day. Y'all print money up for everything but to feed everybody. Listen. to tax you for that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
On my property.
I know, right? That's crazy. And those are actual facts.
I don't ever go deep like this, but that's why I don't like to talk about it because I go in, and I'm trying to tell you, I go in. Like, should nobody be hungry or homeless? And all these vacant buildings out here, they just sit. Then y'all knock them down when everybody can be placed in a home.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can be placed in a home. Y'all sit right up there and just, and this is one of my pet peeves. Like, one of my pet peeves is, first of all, littering. I can't stand it. My mom taught me that when I was little. So, and then you know how Lady B be like, oh, Wednesday, oh, get on your last damn nerves. First of all, you getting on my last motherfucking nerve.
Yeah.
She's not language again. Yeah. First of all, she getting on my last damn nerve. So anyway, listen, all these vacant buildings, they want to knock them down, and then they bring all the whiteys back up in this neighborhood. They want to charge up on a damn rent. They trying to push everybody out, and all this old shit. Everything is happening, and we're on our last days. We're on our last days. This climate is changing. Ain't nobody worrying about the environment. None of that shit. Tornadoes. Since when you heard about a tornado coming to Philadelphia?
I don't know. I didn't even know we had enough flat land for that.
You told me you laughing. I ain't say nothing.
They say New York, please.
I'm not leaving on this. I got you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always be having dreams about the world ending, right? So these planes be coming and shit, dropping bombs. So look, all I know is I'll be running to get to my mom. All I know, I'm collecting my whole family.
I hear that.
All I know, I'm collecting my whole family. I'm going to my mom's house. I'm grabbing my mom, my sister, all my siblings and shit. I'm like, look, we gotta go down in the basement. Look, I'm grabbing damn mattresses and shit, putting them against the damn windows and shit. I'm prepared. I got cans of soup and fucking water bottles up and shit. Yo, I'm taking this damn man. Tell me you laughing, I'm serious.
Listen.
Because we don't know his days.
Listen, Vic.
They said about that damn tornado. Look, when they said about a tornado, I'm gonna tell you, right? I had to dream about the damn tornado, so my mom lived by a field, right? I had a dream about that shit. It was like fucking 5 tornadoes coming and shit. And every time I tell my mom to come on, she going to tell me, I said, wait a minute, I'm ready to hit bingo. I said, Mom, would you fucking come do that shit one more time? So I said, wait a minute, she ready to hit bingo. I'm like, Mom, come on. My mom told me, she playing bingo. I said, Mom, you don't ever listen to what I'm saying to you. Mom, get down in the basement. Tell me, she playing bingo. Lady, I like to have fun with y'all, but I'm so serious. Oh, you know I've never been this serious. I don't put nobody in my personal business. But Tone, it was nice meeting you. And stay prayed up and stay out the damn way. Okay?
All right. Good looking out, Vic. I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you sharing your story. That was the realest thing I heard today.
Yeah, well, I'm real.
All right. I check you out later. You be good.
All right, you too. Love y'all guys.
All right. Peace.
Be safe. God bless.
All right.
All right.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you still here, Tone. But we about to do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. So
my knocking donuts out to Miss Vicky. You know. But as she was saying, about that tornado thing, you know, we got that in New York. That was kind of spooky.
it was crazy.
You know,
it was crazy. Yeah, I mean, the thing was off. I was out there in it. I saw it firsthand. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. It was crazy. It was really like running from the thing. I felt like I was in the Wizard of Oz or something. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's the first thing that ever came to my mind. I'm like, the fuck you gonna come?
That's what it was like. You know what I mean? Me and my daughter. But listen, Tony, we gotta get on up out of here, man. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs, and I'm gonna holler back at you, man. But I appreciate you coming through, man. Don't let it be your last time.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, man. Well, love. All right. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 7th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Number one out the box. Littles Turner turning no. And then Linda Topinka turning 73 years old today, and Yolanda Bennett turning 45. Bow, bow, bow. 45 years old today, and Pamela Michelle turning 48 years old today. And Two Real Sports Talk. Happy birthday to you. And James Jones, happy birthday to you. And let me see.
Seconds.
Harina, wait a minute. Harina was secret. Wait a minute. Harina was secret. Monica Joy Crawford. Happy birthday to you. And Keisha turning 39 years old today. And my girl Netta Bennett. Happy birthday to you. And my man Roy Sherrod. Happy birthday to you. Turning 50. Okay, wait. And my man Anthony McIntyre, no relation, but that's my man all the way back in the Penn State days. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious
10 seconds.
September 7th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, sins of the favor. There are going to be times in your life. There are going to be people in your life. There are going to be situations in your life where you just feel like riding. And riding seems like the right thing to do. And it seems like the only real option. Because maybe the people that you are riding for seem like the realest people in the world. But you also have to take into consideration your position. Your position in life, whether you're talking about age, whether you're talking about location, whether you're talking about culture, whether you're talking about your mind state. The same things that you may have ridden for before, you might not ever ride for again. And you may just have been lucky enough to have escaped back then. But there are going to be new situations that may present themselves that may make you say, well, one more ride, baby. Rough Riders. All right, anyway, I want to thank all y'all for coming through. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all back to life. Thanks for Vicky calling in. My man Tone Starks. I appreciate y'all mucho. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all truth. I appreciate y'all passion. I appreciate the love. And I look forward to hopefully hearing from y'all again. And hopefully the healing process starts to take off and to take shape as time goes on and as the learning process ramps up. So with that being said, make sure y'all share this show. Make sure y'all definitely share this show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And definitely hit that like button. All right, with that being said, Blog Talk, we're going to get you on up out of here. So we say peace there. And for my Instagrammers, Fire Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming on through and exercising my grammar. That's real. All right. We'll get with y'all later, man. Thanks for all y'all coming through. Peace. And follow me. Follow. Do that too. All right. And for my YouTubers, y'all know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. I see y'all on the other side, my boobers. Peace.